Did Ryan Reynolds ditch Blake Lively at the premiere of Another Simple Favor to save his own career?
Strangers describe me as
extremely disloyal.
Ryan and Blake both now realize if their careers are to survive, they cannot be involved in the same projects because everything will be heavily scrutinized. Now, insiders are spilling on the real reason why Ryan Reynolds left Blake Lively alone on the red carpet amid the Anna Kendrick beef, and it's all about money. It sounded awful, like to a point, like I'm like, damn, why did Ryan Reynolds not show up? I mean, I'm not entirely surprised that he didn't show up, to be perfectly honest, because this was Blake's contractually obligated appearance. She had to be there, guys.
Blake Lively's career is crashing harder than a reality TV finale, and Ryan Reynolds, he's already halfway out the door, dodging the flames to protect his own empire. This isn't just a rough patch, it's a full-blown disaster she ignited, and it's pulling everyone around her into the chaos. Insiders say Ryan saw the writing on the wall, stick around, and his Hollywood golden boy status would be toast. The once picture-perfect couple is now a tabloid mess, with strangers calling Blake disloyal and manipulative. Her lawsuit against Justin Baldoni was supposed to make her a hero, but it's backfired so badly it's threatening to end her, and maybe even their marriage. How did it all unravel so fast? Let's dig in.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds.
Hi.
Hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
They did this publicity stunt last night where they went on SNL and Ryan Reynolds made this silly joke, this really silly joke.
She seems like a bully. She was such a high-maintenance diva bully brat.
It wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing and the costume design and creating the character.
So, where was Ryan Reynolds when Blake needed him most? Picture this, the Another Simple Favor premiere, her big night to shine, and she's strutting the red carpet solo, plastering on a smile that fooled no one. No cozy couple pics, no hand-holding, just a glaring Ryan-sized gap that set tongues wagging. This guy's got time to buy soccer teams and churn out quirky Instagram posts, but he's suddenly too busy for his wife's spotlight moment? Yeah, right. The buzz says this was no accident. Insiders whisper it was a cold, calculated move. Ryan and Blake both knew their joint appearances were a liability after a brutal fan backlash. Their SNL stunt had already tanked, and showing up together now would have been like waving a red flag in front of a pissed-off bull. The media lost it, speculating everything from a PR dodge to a marriage meltdown. Turns out it was a bit of both. But that red carpet snub, it was just the beginning.
Blake had to show up for this. I'm sure she was contractually obligated to be there. And both of them, Anna and Blake, and I'm sure neither of them really wanted to be there, to be fair. But why wasn't Ryan there? I'm not surprised he wasn't there. I got to be honest. He doesn't have to be there at every junket. Now, I think they do need to do their separate appearances if they need to do them. Ryan, really, it's about protecting their separate incomes, the source explained. Blake is unsure about the future of her career because of the backlash she has received. She does not want to have a family with no income, and she knows that Ryan's career has so far survived the fallout.
I didn't like him. Just gonna be straight with you. I didn't fucking like him. So they're both equally repulsive.
Flashback to the SNL 50th anniversary special, and you'll see where the cracks really started showing. Ryan's chilling in the crowd, probably hoping to coast through when Amy Poehler tosses him a curveball. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going? His reply, why, what have you heard? It sounded like a quip, but that nervous edge wasn't fake. This dude was sweating bullets. The audience didn't miss it either. Cheers mixed with booze, and the vibe turned awkward fast. Fans weren't buying the happy couple act anymore. They looked like they'd just watched their favorite heroes torch their own legacy. Blake was fuming after that night, and not without reason. She'd banked on Ryan playing the loyal husband, backing her poor me story, but he came off too laid back, like he'd rather be anywhere else.
I wasn't that surprised that Ryan wasn't there. It wasn't his movie. It was weird that Ryan was there and it ends with us. If he shows up to every one of our movies that has nothing to do with, I think it would be worse reaction. I do. So I can't fault him for not showing up. The fact that he's responding is interesting. It shows they're paying attention and they're
No one knew who he was beforehand. Everyone knows who he is now. If he is a smart sociopath, he'll work that to his advantage.
And she knows that Ryan's career has so far survived the fallout. I would agree with that. It has. He's still going to be Deadpool. He's not going to lose gigs. I do think Blake will have a tougher time getting gigs.
Sources say she felt betrayed. He wasn't riding to her rescue, and that casual vibe only made her look worse. It was a public flop that hinted at bigger troubles brewing behind closed doors.
He's one of those guys, so they are absolute bullies.
I do think Blake will have a tougher time getting gigs, not because of a retaliation campaign, but because of her demanding authorship. Go make your own movies, Blake. Go make your own movie. You have the funds, the support, apparently. You have Hollywood friends who have your back, right? I know what Blake's done to Justin is worse, but we've got such tunnel vision on bad, good, bad. It's like,
Then came the legal explosion that flipped everything upside down. In December 2023, Blake slapped Justin Baldoni with a lawsuit, claiming misconduct and expecting Hollywood to crown her a fearless trailblazer. Big mistake. Baldoni didn't just roll over, he hit back with a $400 million countersuit that shredded her story to pieces. Not stopping there, he dropped a $250 million libel bomb on the New York Times in February 2024, alleging they ran a hit piece timed to tank him before Blake's claims even surfaced. This wasn't some petty spat. It's one of the juiciest celebrity showdowns in years.
now I would argue even their solo projects are going to be scrutinized. You guys clearly aren't backing down. You're frustrated with them, and I hear why. I am too. If they really played the power moves that they did and lied. The issue is, yeah, Blake Lively's done awful things to Justin and needs to pay the price in court. We'll find it out.
She really wanted her vision to be included in this. Okay.
Person is not an honest broker. I believe her less than ever. I actually disbelieve her fully now.
Baldoni's team went full throttle, leaking dirt to influencers and even launching a website to push his side. Blake's camp scrambled for proof, but they've hit roadblocks, like a judge tossing out a subpoena for Baldoni's phone as too nosy. The deeper you dig, the more it feels like a soap opera gone rogue, and Blake's not coming out smelling like roses.
She's completely flirtatious with him.
And no amount of I'm sorry's will ever undo it. Hurt people hurt people.
She laughs. She laughs and says, oh, did you get beard on me? She doesn't say, oh my God, you nuzzled me and said that I smell good. This is what she's done throughout. I will happily participate in releasing any further leaks that they have because the truth should be out there. What does she have to fear if she's telling the truth?
But hold up, because the rumors get wilder. Word on the street is Blake wasn't the victim here. She was the one chasing Baldoni, hard. Witnesses claim she was tossing flirty texts his way, dropping cringeworthy comments, and pushing for steamy script rewrites. We're talking next-level obsession, and Baldoni, a married guy, wasn't having it. When he shut her down, she didn't take it well. Instead, she flipped the narrative and cried foul. Then came the kicker. A voicemail popped up, supposedly Baldoni groveling to her, but tech whizzes called it out as a fake. The audio was choppy, the pacing off, like someone stitched it together with AI. If that's true, Blake's not just looking at a lost lawsuit, she could be staring down fraud charges. Hollywood insiders are buzzing. Did she really try to frame him with a deep fake? It's the kind of desperate move that could sink her for good, and leave Ryan wondering what he signed up for.
She alleges that she's a Me Too victim there. That's absurd. She wants us to believe this is actionable harassment, what we just witnessed there. You tell me whether that's what that looks like to you. She, time and time again, she accuses him of doing something, which then when you hear the full context is an absolute nothing burger.
I'm just shocked at how many lies were told, okay?
Blake Lively completely exposes herself.
Now, let's talk fallout, because the career hits are brutal. Blake's stock is plummeting. Big names like L'Oreal and Chanel are reportedly backing away, not wanting their pristine brands tied to her mess. Directors are steering clear too. Who wants a star rewriting scripts and sparking lawsuits? She's not the draw she used to be, and her America's sweetheart image is toast. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni's riding a wave of redemption. Studios that once ignored him are circling back. He's got talent and a killer underdog story. Hollywood loves a comeback, and Blake handed him one on a platter. Ryan's caught in the middle, clinging to his own empire. With Deadpool 3 on the horizon, he's not letting her drama derail his payday. He's leaning into his businesses and charm, hoping to skate through unscathed. But Blake's freefall? It's pulling their whole world apart.
So, in my opinion, Justin was wrong, and the power was with Blake.
Well, Ryan Reynolds on the Enneagram is a psycho. That's what he is. He's just a psycho. His number is psycho.
Just when people thought Justin Baldoni was finally the bad guy, Blake Lively proved she will always be the bad guy. Justin Baldoni just released the piece of the puzzle that will destroy Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Colleen Hoover, Taylor Swift, the New York Times.
I let go of so much, and I gave it to him.
Ms. Lively later objected to this behavior. Mr. Baldoni's response was, I'm not even attracted to you.
Now, let's talk fallout, because the career hits are brutal. Blake's stock is plummeting. Big names like L'Oreal and Chanel are reportedly backing away, not wanting their pristine brands tied to her mess. Directors are steering clear too. Who wants a star rewriting scripts and sparking lawsuits? She's not the draw she used to be, and her America's sweetheart image is toast. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni's riding a wave of redemption. Studios that once ignored him are circling back. He's got talent and a killer underdog story. Hollywood loves a comeback, and Blake handed him one on a platter. Ryan's caught in the middle, clinging to his own empire. With Deadpool 3 on the horizon, he's not letting her drama derail his payday. He's leaning into his businesses and charm, hoping to skate through unscathed. But Blake's freefall? It's pulling their whole world apart.
What the heck, dude? Get your ego in check. Get your ego in check. All you actors, get your egos in check. And yeah, I'm going to call out actors who have way too big of an ego.
A man being fully castrated by a woman who is using toxic feminism to get what she wants, right?
If they really played the power moves that they did and lied, shame on them, of course.
And in the best place, I told them that I was exhausted, that I haven't given myself time to recover or time to heal.